Pacific Division. We were in a dogfight with the Lakers the whole time, but we had led that particular division up until the last 2 weeks, maybe, and we lost 5 of our last 6 games, and we didn't even make the playoffs. So that's when the Golden State Warriors for 74-75 started to make their changes. That's when they traded Nate Thurmond for Clifford Ray. The organization got extremely lucky when they got Jamaal WIlkes, who was Keith Wilkes at that time, and they drafted Phil Smith. We come back to camp, and the Warriors had traded. They had put Jim Barnett on the expansion list, and Jim Barnett had been a teammate, a friend of mine. He goes to New Orleans for expansion. I'll never forget, Al Addles comes to Charles Johnson and I, and he says, I'm going to start you two, because Barnett and Mullins had been the starting point guards for the ball club the year before. He says, and CJ and I would always come in and substitute for them, and we played pretty well the year before. He says, I'm going to start you two guys. He says, because I think I need to get younger, we need to be quicker. So when we got to camp, we started to gel as a team. And it was really interesting as camp went along. And as camp went along, the thing that is fascinating about that ball club is that Clifford Ray and Rick Barry bonded. For whatever reason, I'll never know. Because those are two different personalities, okay? And to this day, they are still, tied to the hip, all right? They bonded, and I don't know why they bonded. And then I'll never forget, one night during camp, I'll never forget, we were all out, and everybody was out except Rick. We were out, and I'll never forget, Clifford Ray said something that was very profound. He says, we got one superstar here. Everybody else knows how to play. The one superstar is going to get all of the press, whether it's good or bad, but we have to do our job.